So what's your name?
Alison.
Alison. What needs fixing, Alison?
This knee, mate, you can't fix my MS, but this knee's got arthritis and it's really painful.
Did you hear what she said? You've not seen my videos working on people with MS. All right, I've got 3, if not 4 videos now be working on people with MS. So yes, I have had some success with MS. Can't say I can cure everybody with MS, all right? But it's just another label. It's just another label for energy not doing what we want it to do in our bodies. So tell us what's wrong with that knee.
Oh, I find it incredibly hard to walk long
Right.
distances. I can go to in the car.
Right.
I use a wheelchair for big
All right. Has
airports and
something
things.
happened to it? Is it just wear and tear?
Wear and tear.
All right.
This is, I've had a previous MS attack and it affected this leg anyway,
All right,
so
okay.
where it's that.
Yeah, I'm coming round that side. The surgeon said this is easy. I like it when he says it's easy. It means it won't take long, then we can fit in more healings. All right, but he's going to work on your MS as well. All right, so doctors are very good at diagnosing things, but what can they cure? Without surgery, what can they cure? I want you to think about that. So what they're doing is they're stomping my foot to ground energy rather than stomping Alison's foot, okay? But what can doctors cure? Think about it. It's $1 billion industry, what can they cure? They can't even cure a common cold. I can. You can. I can tell you the secret of it, but I'll tell you the secret off camera. And people watching this want to know, you're going to have to come to a live show. I'm not going to put it in a video, but I know how to do it. Now, Alison, what's happening for you? What can you feel happening?
It's like a buzzing.
Buzzing. There's a buzzing. Whereabouts?
In the legs.
In your legs.
Both legs.
Both legs. Now, through the 25 years, I have seriously lost count of the number of times I've said, can't I just lay on hands, please? Can't I just lay on hands? No, I can't, all right? I have to make an idiot of myself. Keeps me fit, I guess, but there's reasons for it. Partly, what I do is moving energy. It's moving energy in the auric field. Nature abhors a vacuum, and so energy within your, what you think of as your physical form will then move as well. Now that sound, one of the surgeons here just said beautiful. So the surgeon that's in me, he's been commended by the one watching it. The sound was beautiful for the task it has. When I started using this sound on the videos last year, I've been using sound for 7 years, probably about 6 years, all directed by Spirit. Medwin Goodall, who is an amazing composer, got in touch with me and said we must put that sound into music tracks that people can go away from your events, play the music and listen to those healing sounds. And that's the restoration CD that you'll see there. He's done a wonderful job. Don't ever question the healing. And he said, that's a lie, yes you do, yes I do. It's like, what the hell's going on? But I trust it, I trust it. Whatever needs to happen will happen. Just extend that leg for us, Alison, see how that feels as you extend it.
Painful.
Yeah, cool, and then rest it down. God bless her. Now, when was the last time you either walked barefoot on grass or on a beach?
Long time ago.
A long time ago, all right. One of the things we need to do is ground energy through our feet. Yeah, our shoes very often have got rubber soles that insulate, we can't ground. And so for you to get the pain out of your legs better, you need to be barefoot more. Yeah? Alison. So again, Alison, if you can try extending that leg again.
Bit better.
Bit better? Cool. All right. Now there's also an area of coolness going down the front of my left ankle, so they're working on that leg as well for you. Surgeon's now taken out a lump of energy out of here, so at this stage we're going to get you to walk around, see how it feels. She's smiling. How's it feeling?
Much better.
Yeah, give us a percentage, how much better? Is that one hurting now more? No? Okay.
It's about 40% better.
Yeah, cool. Awesome. Right, now I've got to work behind her. Because we've really got to work on the MS, eh? Cool. Okay. Imagine a world, everybody, where you know that you are loved. From the moment you come into this world as a little baby with tiny toes, tiny fingers, you absolutely know that you are loved. The expression of that love comes through parents and siblings and extended family. You can feel love from the warmth of the sun. You can feel love from the breeze. And so God's love gets to express to us through the physical people, through the animals, through the birds, the flowers, the weather. But sometimes what happens, some children, some grown-ups, they don't feel the love. And because they don't feel the love, they start holding on to stuff energetically. And when that happens, it's very hard for those people to flow God's love to you. And so what you experience here is never what you deserve. What you experience here is based on other people's level of consciousness. And I was very fortunate in that when I was a little girl, I knew that the kingdom of heaven was in here. I knew it because I knew that all the really, really good stuff in life was in here. The love, the joy, the happiness is all in here. It's not out there, guys. It's in here. So I knew if I wanted to be happy, all I got to do was bring my awareness in here. That's all I got to do. And then I could be as happy as I wanted, regardless of what was happening in my world around me. We're living in a world where we're being sold a lie. We're being sold a lie. If only we buy this thing, if only we lose this weight, if only we find this partner or buy this new car, then we can be happy. If only we're in Europe or out of it, then we can be happy. No, you can choose happiness because you experience happiness in here. You can just choose it. Don't make your happiness conditional on any event or any purchase. If you say, I will be happy when all my debts are repaid, you're giving your debts the power to make you unhappy now. Because until that happens, and it might never happen, you're going to be unhappy. So decide, I'm just going to be happy. I'm just going to be happy. Now, the reason I'm talking about this in this particular healing is because MS, very often the metaphysical cause, is mental hard-heartedness. It's being hard with ourselves. Even though you don't feel well, you'll push yourself to do things, won't you? Yeah, she won't stop. She'll push herself to do things. And that is symptomatic of MS. So I want you all to imagine this. This is a really nice little visualization. You imagine that you are a slab of butter and you're sat in a windowsill and the warmth of the sun, like a day like today, hasn't it been gorgeous today? The warmth of the sun is gently, gently melting you. You allow that warmth of the sun to melt away any tension, any tightness. It's just melting it away, letting it go. So we are made of energy. I really want you to grasp this. You're made of energy. Everything's made of energy. Your thoughts don't stop with your body. They flow out into the room. This room now is a mixture of everybody's excitement, curiosity, love, wonder. So your feelings don't stop with you. They keep on flowing. How is it then we manifest disease? It's because we have become fixed with a viewpoint, with an energy. We're holding on to it. We don't need to hold on to it. You can let it go. You can let go of everything you think you know about who you are, because it's all wrong. How do I know it's all wrong? All right, your assessment of who you think you are is rooted in the past. Something happened to you in the past and you held on to the story. But you are not the story of the past. You are the consciousness that experienced what happened. You are not the stories of your past. That's why you don't need to hold on to any of it. In the same way that, with a new season, we might throw out the old clothes and get new clothes. We might spring clean the house and get rid of the old stuff. We need to do that with our thoughts and with our feelings. What thoughts have we got that are no longer serving us? And for Alison, she needs to know absolutely that she can be well. I can be well. I can fix this. My consciousness is such that I can handle this. Okay, I'm going to teach you some biology now, okay? I'm hopefully going to teach it in a nice, easy way. Right, Biology 101. Remember the cell. Cell's got an outer membrane, in the middle there's a nucleus. The nucleus has got the DNA in and the chromosomes. The scientists used to think that the DNA was the secret of all knowledge until the Genome Project came along, and then they realised, no, it's not. If you take the nucleus out of a cell, it's a process called denucleation. The cell doesn't die. Therefore, the nucleus is not the brain of the cell. If you damage the cell membrane, the cell dies. Look at the word membrane. It's the membrane of the cell that is the brain of the cell. All right. Now, what determines how your cells behave is the environment. If we were to put some human stem cells in a petri dish, in one solution they would form fat. In another solution they would form muscle. In another solution they would form bone. Same cells. Yet they can be those different things based on the surrounding solution. It's called a culture medium. Isn't that amazing? But what determines what the cells does is the membrane. The membrane determines what comes in, what goes out. Your DNA, that's like a blueprint. If we went into an architect's office and the girl was drawing a diagram of this building, beautiful building that it is, if we said to her, where's the on-off switch, she'd say, what? It's a blueprint. It doesn't have an on-off switch. Your DNA is a blueprint so that your cells can make more cells. But whether or not it's on or off, whether it's manifesting something like MS or a cancer, it's not determined by your DNA. Some would say it's determined by the environment. I would say it's determined by your perception of the environment. If you perceive it's a safe environment, your cells will thrive. But if you perceive it's stressful, you'll get stressed. Yeah? So it's all in here, guys. Our key to health is all in here. It's how we see things, how we perceive things. If you perceive you've got a really good relationship, you've got more money coming in than is going out, and you've got a happy work situation, chances are you'll be well. If you've got a few stresses and strains in your life, like mother-in-law coming to stay for 6 months, that'd do it, wouldn't it? Do you feel your heart start to go then? Yeah? Big bills? Yeah? There's a quote from Mr. McCorbett in David Copperfield, and I won't get it quite right, but it'll be just about right. So income, let's say it's £1, 20 shillings. Expenditure, £1, 19 shillings and sixpence result happiness. Income, £1, 20 shillings. Expenditure, £1, 20 shillings and 1 penny result misery. It's a key thing, guys. Key thing. Key thing. Let me give you a little example. Imagine you woke up really, really groggy, you're trying to focus and you can see, oh my God, there's a hamburger on the table. There's 2 men. There's drugs. There's somebody passed out over there and has used needles. How would you feel? But if you woke up in that scenario and that was your mummy and daddy, you'd probably be felt quite relaxed. Yeah? So it's all about perception. It's all about perception, what happens. God bless. Now, what's happening for you, Alison? Any weird sensations?
Yeah, it's just still this buzzing in my
It's
legs.
buzzing.
Yeah,
Is it just in your legs or has it gone elsewhere?
actually it's on my arms and that as well. It's not like a buzzing, it's more of a relaxed feeling.
Yeah. Cool. And that feeling is quite common to a number of healings, and it's all about your cells relaxing. And when your cells relax, they will take in the nutrition they need, and they'll get rid of the waste matter. And they also then start communicating with all your other cells. You are the ruler of a 50 trillion celled organism, and you can either be a peaceful ruler in here, or you can be a tyrant, and your body will respond accordingly. Yeah. Meditation is key, guys. Right, we're going to get you to walk around, see how that feels.
Really got much pain in my knee at all.
No.
No.
Isn't that good?
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. We're going to leave you, because she's on like a low simmer now. We're going to leave her on a low simmer, and we'll check in with you in the second half.
Yeah.
Give her a round of applause.